What's up, Bulldogs? All right, I just got this email that I'm going through my email here, and I thought this would be of interest to you. I'm just going to answer it. I was going to answer the email via video, but it's about dating apps, and it's about a girl being unfaithful and being on a dating app, and I think a lot of you probably have a similar question as this, and it's just fucking interesting. I get some interesting fucking emails, I'll tell you. I just answered this one email. I'm not going to read it to you, but after I read it all, I was like, shit, I got to give this guy a video response at least. So anyway, guys, I'm going to do this video. This is going to be, and I want to know something, guys. I want to know, okay, do you guys prefer videos that are like this, where I'm just, I don't know, just spitballing here? Or do you prefer videos where I've kind of come up with an outline and I have a clever title for the video and I articulate myself a little bit better because I have these well thought out points and I have some notes that I read from? And if you are new here, I don't know how the hell you'd find this video, but if you are new here, I'm John from BulldogMindset.com, and on this channel I teach you how to be a man. That's all I need to say, so click the subscribe button. All right, guys, we're going to jump into the email. He says, "Hi, John. I really enjoy your content. I have a question for you about a situation that just happened to me. I've been dating a woman for about 8 weeks, and we reached the exclusive stage." Let me count that. 8 weeks. Okay. Yeah. All right. I want to know how you reach it, but let's move on. Okay. And I'll just sidetrack here. The woman should always be the one who asks for the exclusivity, who determines that you're now at the exclusive stage or asks for it. Okay, if you did this, then it doesn't count. It never counts. It never counts if you, as the man, try to make an exclusive relationship. Then it doesn't work. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. No rules. All right. She said she only wanted me and she loved me. Okay, so it sounds like she's perhaps the one. All right. I assume she was not continuing to use her dating app. We met on Hinge. What's Hinge? Hinge. Okay, I think I've heard of Hinge. All right. Because this seemed like common sense if we were in an exclusive relationship. You would think so, wouldn't it? Wouldn't you? I deleted my dating apps, but noticed one day she still had the app on her phone. I would be curious as to what point did you delete your dating apps, but okay, perhaps it was dishonest, but I created a fake profile to see if she was still active. Sure enough, she matched the fake profile I created within minutes of sending her a like on Hinge, just after saying she loved me by text message. Well, she does love you, but she also loves the Chad image that you put on Hinge, man. Hold on, let me see here. Okay, so what did you I noticed one day she still had the app on her phone. Okay, so that's how you did this. All right. I considered seeing how far I could take the situation, but was so pissed off she would be shady like this. I texted her and asked her if she was still on Hinge, and she said no, not since she met me. Okay, that's not a good sign. I let her know she matched with someone I knew that same day, and she proceeded to tell me it was my fault, despite her being caught lying. Of course, that's what people do, especially women. All right. She also said that she just matched but didn't start chatting. As kindly as I could, I told her I expected far more from an exclusive girlfriend and broke up with her. She's now scrambling to apologize and make it up to me, but it feels like a lost cause and she's untrustworthy. So that's interesting. Okay. Man, you got some balls there just breaking up with her. I mean, you should do it, but most guys that are emailing me do not have the balls. So let me see. Did you chat with her on this fake profile? Okay, so we didn't hear if you chatted with her. You should have chatted with her on the fake profile so she could, because she could, yeah, I don't know. I mean, women want to have backups, man. Like, they want to have backups. So if you put some Chad picture up there on Hinge and she was on there and she's going to have a backup. So not excusing the behavior. She obviously lied to you, but let's get to the questions. Okay. Some of you guys are watching this. You're like, you still don't get it. Like, you don't get what my perspective is yet. It's okay. You're going to find out. It's a mystery. All right. So my question is it wrong that I created a fake profile to test her? If I hadn't done this, I wouldn't have known about her shady behavior. So I don't think it's wrong that you create a fake profile to test her, but I do think it's like you shouldn't have to do that, right? So if you have to do that, you're already like, there's something wrong with the fact that you have to do that, right? I would just be more direct. I would say so a couple things. One, probably you shouldn't have deleted your dating apps, okay? You probably wouldn't have created a fake profile to test her if you had more options running around. So, the fact that you're with her for 8 weeks, and again, this is why it comes down to, did you try to become exclusive or did she? If you tried to become exclusive, then it doesn't count. Doesn't count, man. Doesn't count. Okay. But if she did, and then she's still on there, right? So what I would have said that might have been better is for you to tell her, you got to set the relationship from the beginning. So to ask her, is she still on dating apps? And then if she says no, and then you can say, okay, right. So right, because you had this conversation with her, but you missed the one important follow-up question or statement, right, which is define your standards. You should have said, look, okay, you're telling me no, you're not on dating apps, all right, but let me just make it clear. Since we're in an exclusive relationship, if that's what it was, right, then you say, I do not tolerate having someone that I'm seeing being on dating apps. So if I do find out that you are on dating apps, then we're done. Just so you know, just so it's clear. Okay? I'm not accusing you. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just telling you what my standard is. Then it's crystal clear. Then you don't have to create a fake profile and test or any of this shit, because at that point you have laid down your standard. Okay, and you've said it. Now, could she still be sneaking around behind your back and doing it? Of course she could. But the risk is too great. At that point, you know what she's going to do? As soon as she's away from you, she's going to delete the shit from her phone, and she's not going to try it. Okay? But if she is anyway, then you'll figure it out. She'll eventually, you'll know from behavior, you'll figure it out. But as a man, your best way to not lose face and to not be needy and all these things is not really to create the fake profile and test her, but to just state it, right? Because you made the mistake. You did say to her, hey, look, I'm, you asked a question, right? If she had it, but you didn't follow up and say, this is why I'm asking this question, because if you are on a dating app, that's it. We're done. This is my standard, right? You need to say what your standard is. Now, as far as is it wrong to do this? I don't have any problems with it as far as that. I feel it's a little bit weak behavior, but I don't really I'm not going to nitpick it. I'm not going to say, in the situation that you're at, when you hadn't said that, then sure, okay, it's fine, But if you test someone, expect them to fail, right? If you feel the need, it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? When you basically don't trust someone, you are making them untrustworthy. Okay, so it's better to just, as a man, define your standards and then not worry. You don't need to follow up on people, right? I mean, if something comes to light, then but if you're a man of your word and you're serious and you have defined your standards, people will not defy your standards, okay? Should I have told / talked to her saying she shouldn't be on dating apps while exclusive? Yes. So this is exactly what I was saying, is that you should have made it very clear that, and you're right, it does seem low value and weak, but it's weird. Okay. But you have to make your standards clear. It's not really low value. It's if you're doing it, you could do this in a needy way, right? In a low value way. You could be like, okay, I just want to make sure you're not on any dating apps. Please don't be on any dating apps. Okay. It's really important to me that we're an exclusive relationship. And I feel like I shouldn't need to say this, but I just want to say this. Okay. That's the beta, not so good way. Okay. Instead, do what I said. Just be like, look, this is what my standard is. Okay. If you're on a dating app, all right, we're done. So just so you know, I'm letting you know now, if you want to delete it tonight or whatever, I don't know. I'm not accusing you of lying, but I'm just saying that's my standard. Okay. That would have been a better way to handle it. So I understand women's hypergamy, but is it really normal today for women to remain on dating apps and exclusive relationships and to be so shady? I would say so. Yes. I mean, if you're not specifying this shit, think about it, okay? Just think about the situation that women are in today. There are so many thirsty guys out there from Instagram, on these dating apps. You know how many messages they get per day? like they're going to have backups. They're going to have backups on their backups, right? They're going to be looking for better guys to jump to. Of course, is it a threat to you if you're I mean, that's the other thing, I guess, for this whole thing, right? That's why, like, you probably shouldn't have even gone into an exclusive relationship with her, right? Because if another guy's a threat to you, well, that's a problem, right? You need to make yourself good enough and have enough options yourself that some other guy's not a threat to you, where she's got to lock you down, right? That's the thing, is like you're trying to lock her down. She needed to be locking you down, right? That's the problem. I think that's why you got into the situation, which is fine. I mean, but just be careful, right? If you're going to if you're going to basically sign away your exclusivity to her, then you have to make your standards clear. You have to set out the rules and say what it's going to be. Otherwise, don't say anything about it, and just she can do what she wants to do, and you're going to do what you want to do. Or it can even be unilateral, right? I mean, I know plenty of guys are like, look, you can't see anyone. I just won't accept it. But yet they're seeing other people, and it's fine, because that's what everyone is entitled to whatever standards they want. Now, you don't have to accept them, but you can say what you want, and that can be your standard. And if someone doesn't accept them, then you can choose to not have them in your life. It's your choice, right? It's not. It's you. You're compelled to do whatever you want to do. Okay, so, but understand that this is the situation, right? You should expect that that's what's going to happen. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean that. So it's a little bit different, right? So like guys that are going out and messaging girls on a dating app, yeah, it's a little bit more. If they're doing it, they're probably going to be ready to perform on to take it to the next level. Whereas a lot of women just want the attention, or they just want to know that they have a backup, right? And they're not necessarily going to cheat on you or leave you or anything like that. But I still would not be allowing her to have her backups, right? If I were you in that situation, if it's exclusive, because you've already traded something. So anyway, I understand she must not have seen or appreciated my value to act as she did, which, right. See, you're a smart guy, Jacob. You know what's up, man. And you got balls, because you did break up with her, which is right. All right. But this is the underlying condition, is that your value was not coming across high enough. And maybe this is good, because if she does not want you enough that, that she's willing to like give up all this stuff, then probably you need to find someone else. All right. I held firm as best as I could and hope to avoid this type of situation in future. Okay. So anyway, Jacob, I hope that helps you, man. And you did good, man. I'm not going to complain. Like, you're ahead of 90% of the world of guys there who would have been just super thirsty beta and behaved in a different way, So you're doing good. Like, just take a little bit of just remember, if you get one thing from this, which is just define your standards, okay? And make sure that if you're going to negotiate, if she's going to be looking for you to be exclusive, that you have those standards and you define them very, very clearly. What are the rules of the relationship? You're the man. You need to set the rules. If you don't set the rules, then you can't expect her to not violate those rules. Now, when you asked her specifically, were you on dating apps, and she lied, that's why you broke up with her, and she violated a clear rule. Like, lying is an implicit rule, okay? You can't lie to me and bullshit me, all right? So, but you could have been a little bit more specific and made it very clear what the outcome would be if she was on a dating app when you've told her no. So that's it. But yeah, no, I think this was a good lesson learned here. All right, guys. Man, you guys need to join the Bulldog Mindset membership. If you haven't, click the link below and get in for $7 on the trial membership for 1 month. And then also, if you want to take the quiz, just want to see if you're fucking badass like Jacob here. I think Jacob's a pretty big badass. I think he's got some balls. Take the quiz, the Bulldog quiz, and see what your score is. It's up in the corner up here in the cards, in the link below. And subscribe. Hit the like button. Share the video. All right.